Okay. Okay. Read the story again.
Pankaj was
The
software.
scene was a man on a boat and a person holding a gun pointing towards the man on the boat. This was the scene, right?
Sir, sir,
Okay. Go ahead. Read it now.
Pankaj was a software engineer who had gone to Allahabad to attend a hackathon, which would start in the afternoon. He decided to explore the place a little before attending the same. Early morning, he went to Sangam Ghat and hired a
Okay.
boatman.
Okay. Go ahead. Now, till hiring the boat, uh,
Uh,
he wanted to visit. He has hired the boat. Okay. No problem. Now, go ahead. After that.
he early morning and hired a boatman. But while boating, the boatman took out a gun and pointed at him and asked for money. Pankaj immediately rocked the boat and took hold of the weapon and subdued the guy. He then tied the guy using the rope in the boat, went back to the shore, and called the police to tell them of the situation and got the boatman apprehended.
Okay.
He,
Now, hold it. Now, the problem is it antisocial activity? Yes or no?
yes, sir.
Unsocial, antisocial activity is something which is a prevalent society. Theft,
Sir,
robbery, is it or not?
sir,
So, does it give you? Now we have to talk to what is the type of success? It is situational success. Is it
sir.
situational success or not?
Yes, sir.
Now, in that situation, what have you done? Where have you gone? Earlier you had gone for? You wanted to go for hexathlon. Is it or not?
Sir.
And did you attend the conference? No.
Sir, he then went to the hotel and went to attend the event.
Then he went back to attend the
Event.
event. So, what is the event? The main problem was attending the event, not the sightseeing. What is the main aim? You had gone to for Sangam out to the place for attending a seminar, isn't it? Have you talked about the seminar anyway? No.
No, sir.
Now the problem, so the main problem, what was there to attending the seminar has got sidetracked? Yes or no?
Sir.
Has it gotten sidetracked? Now you haven't talked about yours. Pankaj has software engineer who has gone to Allahabad to attend the
Hackathon.
hackathon.
Oh.
So this is the main aim. Is it the aim? This is the problem. Is it the problem or not?
Yes, sir.
And what have we talked about the problem? He attended the event. So only one liner has been talked about. Only attended the event. Yes or no?
Sir.
Now in between you have created a story within a story. Story within a story.
Story.
Where was the need of it? You wanted to visit Sangam and go around the area, and you're gone, sat on a boat. Now,
Sir.
were you alone? Was only one boat available there? Because Sangam, there must be many more boats, isn't it? What
Sir.
action do you take it? That is not known. Is it known? Not known. Correct? Yes or no?
Sir, relating to the gun situation, yes, there were actions
So
taken, but relating to the
that is separate. I'm not. That is the problem. That is separate. It can be any person. It can be a person who is trying to know commando training. Maybe there something else would have been happening on that. Is it necessary only he's committing a theft only? Now,
no, sir.
negative thought of that this is only the corruption of the environment has taken place because you find theft and all these things are happening in and around, you got committed. So the first and foremost thing, you should never try and talk about anti-social or unsocial activity. Any doubt?
None
Now,
whatsoever, sir.
now, after that, what have you achieved? You have just dodged him and handed over to the police. That's all. Your action
Sir.
has been only one, that you dodged him, empowered him, I'll say overpowered him, and handed him to the police. Correct?
Sir.
Okay. But you have gone away from the main topic, yes or no?
Sir.
Which qualities emerge? First and foremost, effectivity. Use of intelligence to find a solution to day-to-day problem. Okay. Now, your problem was attending the hackathon. What have you done? You've landed up inside Sangam. Landed inside Sangam. Right. Next, reasoning ability. Now, reasoning ability, but until I'm sure, why should I? You have not been able to check back ensure that you are safe and sound. So that what is your reasoning ability is questionable. Yes or no?
Sir.
Why did you go on the wrong boat? Where was the need of it? Why did you go alone? Were others also involved in this hackathon? There must be many more people also. So you have not talked about the group. So it means you are talking about self itself.
Sir, actually, hackathon, it's like computerized event. So, like,
So computer hackathon is being organized. Many more people who participate would have been there. Na? You are one of the participants in that.
sir, but like in the story I wrote like he decided to explore the place a little before attending the same.
Oh, so explore the for what? What is the purpose? Is the NEM? Tell me yourself, no?
Copy, sir.
You have achieved your first is foremost is success. You're not talked about hackathon, which was the success, which was the point. You're talking about something in between coming back. Aren't you?
Sir.
So where's the problem? Then
Sir, straight away from the main object.
who is successfully attending is now you are trying to attribute to? You have to do somewhere else. That is your own event. You went around to overpowered him. That's nothing funny good. So you must really avoid what you should avoid. You should avoid talking about antisocial and unsocial activities. You will not write any story of unionism. You will not write any story of religion. You will not write any religion of anything of politics.
Sir.
Because politics and religion is a taboo inside the services. We don't. Everyone is equal. So you can't be talking about it, no? So antisocial activity which is happening inside the system, inside our environment. Probably I can do little about it. Can I do anything?
No, sir.
So that's a part of it. Okay.
Sir.
Okay. That is what is. Okay. Read the next one. What is the next second scene? What is the second scene?
The second one was should I narrate?
Okay. Now, if this is the scene, now what have we talked about? Read out your story. Read out the story now.
Sir. Yes, sir,
second story. Story number 2. Yeah. Read out.
Sir. Utsav was a businessman residing in Chandigarh. One day he got a call from his childhood friend who shifted to Canada that he will be arriving to the city for holiday. Utsav was really excited to hear this and decided to go on a trip back to their village in Gadwal to spend some time with his dear friend and discuss the plan with him. He then started to work overtime at his office in order to complete his work early and then took a week's off and went to his old village with his friend.
Okay.
There they visit. Sir.
How many lines have passed till now?
So almost more than half the story.
More than half the story. What has been talked till now? We are waiting for your friend to come from Canada, and you wanted to spend some time with him somewhere, isn't it?
Sir.
Okay. Now, having done that, what have we achieved done till now?
Made time for him by doing work at office so that I can get holiday and made the plan.
So you are the only one thing that you have done. You have gone into you're working overtime. You're working overtime to
make time for him.
Keep some time for him, right?
Sir.
Okay. Sir. Now, what is your aim? To entertain your friend?
Sir, to spend time with him.
Spend time with him. What have you done till half of the page? Nothing? Nothing towards that aim? Sir. Have you done anything towards that aim?
So I have made sure my work is complete.
So your work is separate. Now you're again mixing up the two. You wanted to spend time with your friend. That is your problem. You wanted to enjoy your time, have some time with you in your Garhwal or in the region around there. Okay. Sir. Now where you have gone? You've gone back to office. You've gone to office. You want to finish your job, and so that you can afford to have some time with him. Okay. Sir. Anything extraordinary?
None.
Nothing. Which quality emerged?
Sir.
Tell me, out of 15 quality, first is effective intelligence. Use intelligence to find a solution to a problem. What is the problem? You wanted to have time with your friend.
Sir.
With a friend, right? Very nice. In order to what you have done, you have started working very hard over time in your office so that you can afford to find time. Are two things related? Firstly, unrelated. For simple reason, what you're doing is a job. You have to find a slot. You could have taken a leave by itself. Where was the need of talking about this?
Sir.
Is there any need of talking about it?
None, sir.
So your main aim is to spend time with your friend. And half of a story you have done. Who's the hero? You have done. Okay, read it. Go ahead after that. What is next?
So he started the work overtime in office in order to complete his work early, and then took a weeks off and went to his old village with his friend. There they visited their old school, went to the farms where they used to play and reminisced about the old days and spent quality time together. After the vacation was over, he bid his friend adieu.
Okay, so finally what you've done, it shows only you have got a good relation with your friend. Anything else? Your need is what? Play. They call it play, enjoyment. Your need is?
Enjoyment.
Enjoyment. Any difficulty? No.
No, sir.
What have you done? Anything extraordinary you have done in your village? No.
No, sir.
What you went back? You went back into old days, time when you were in school, and you wanted to enjoy that time. Which qualities emerge? Tell me yourself. बताओ ना मेरे को. What action have you taken? Sir, except for taking a friend to Garhwal and visiting the old places school and enjoying the time, came back. So, should you become an officer only for this?
No, sir.
What are the qualities required? Effective maintenance, use of intelligence to find a solution to day-to-day problem. And until and unless you define a problem, would you be in a position to solve it? No.
No, sir.
Okay. Reasoning ability, only one thing you have said, since you want to find a time, you have finished your office job. Anything other than that? No.
No, sir.
How did you organize your trip? Have you talked to anything about it? So organizing ability is gone. EI, RA, and organizing ability gone. Social ability, yes, because you have got some liking with your friend and you have had a good association, probably I'll grant you that much. Okay.
Sir.
Anything else? Initiative? No. It is not initiative to call him. Self-confidence? Nothing comes out from there. Speed of decision? Nothing comes out from there. Ability and friends? Nothing. So out of 15 qualities being checked, which all quality emerge? Except for social adaptability, no other qualities emerge.
Sir.
You as an officer, first and foremost, you are expected to have a brain so that you can find a solution to the problem which is available. Because you've got a fraction of time to react in a better scenario. Sir. Where's the time? You have to find a solution to the problem, isn't it?
Sir.
So, okay. Read the next story. Which is the next story?
Sir, there was a picture in which a little girl is playing with a toy tank.
Okay, with that is the next sense. That is a toy tank. Okay, sir. Right. This is the story, is it?
Sir.
There's the picture. Okay. Now tell me about your story that you have done.
Okay, sir. Raman was a software engineer working at Google. One day, he came to know the sad news of the demise of his brother-in-law who was deployed in Kashmir with the RR. Raman immediately went to his sister's place and consoled her and helped her with his needs and at arranging the funeral. He then helped her with financial needs and helped her getting a job and took care of needs from home after convincing his boss to let him work from home due to his situation. He took care of his family and helped his sister to get a job and helped his family through the ordeal.
Firstly, there's a reputation of the same helping your sister at two places. You have helped her find a job, again you're repeating at the end. Are you repeating two places or not? Getting a job.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what does it mean? You are not told causes. You have only told me that you have helped her job to find a job. Again, you are talking about it. Okay. Now next, what is in ways? Is it not a pessimistic story? Is it not
Sir,
pessimistic? Yes,
sir,
because your brother-in-law has died, has expired in the
sir,
battle scenario. So,
sir,
what is your contribution? You have helped her financially, right?
sir.
Okay. Anything else to find a
Sir,
job?
took care.
Took
Sir,
care.
took care.
What is that took care? What action have you taken? What have you done? बताओ ना मेरे को. What do you action? Concrete action बताओ ना मेरे को. You are talking generally, you are talking about it. And second, it is something which is personal. Something totally personal, is it? Is it or not?
Sir, satisfaction.
If it's personal, which quality emerge? Let's start again.
Sir, it's personal.
Yeah, tell me. We also talked about what is the type of success.
Sir, this is situational success.
Situation. What is it? Okay, situations are very nice. Okay, who are you attributing the success to?
Sir, taking care of family.
Okay. Now, were you engaged? Yes, you are engaged, right?
Sir.
So what have you done now? What details have you given? Are details adequate or not?
Not, sir.
None. What worries now? Is it a statistic story? Yes or no?
Sir, can you repeat that again?
That is a pessimistic. Is it story pessimistic?
Sir, yes, it is pessimistic.
Okay. So, what is the ultimate result?
He felt his family through the ordeal.
Okay. Okay. So, this sort of story, does it give you any credit? You are tied up with now. First story you talked about, you went for a hackathon. Now you're a software engineer. Again, you are talking about the same. You're a software engineer, and this is what happened. Where is the need of it? How does it fit in the system?
Nowhere.
Nowhere. Then you are trying to talk about it. You are a well-educated person. You are one of those who that the sense is that you are, and you want to do something. How does that engineer fit into this scenario?
He doesn't, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
कोई फायदा है बेटा इसको तुम बताओ.
No, sir.
You have to bring out your 15 qualities. Don't you think? 15 qualities are, you should remember the definition of quality first. Okay. As I said, again, let's talk about anything dynamic. Now let's say dynamic, the determination, courage, and stamina. Does any of these three come out? No.
No.
Okay. Right. Now next is liveliness. You also got depressed. What was there? What was happened? That is nothing coming out. You helped her friend, your sister to come out of it. Decision, right decision taking, you have helped your family. But who? They are related to you.
Sir.
So as an officer, nation comes first, men comes second, you come last.
Sir.
And you come last. So here you are talking about your personal, engage with the personal people in and around.
Sir.
Okay. Next. Which is next story?
Sir, in next story, there is a dead body, presumably.
Dead body. Okay.
And two guys standing next to it. It seems like a hospital room.
So there's a dead body being carried. Is it? Okay. Now let's start that. The next story.
Manav was an MTech final year student living in Delhi. Every day while coming from college, he used to run errands for his older neighbor whose family lived out of the country. One day, coming home and going to his neighbor place to deliver groceries, he notices that no one was answering the door, despite many rings. He immediately knocked the door and saw his neighbor collapsed on the floor.
How many lines have passed?
Sir, 7.
7 lines. What have you achieved?
Sir, nothing.
Tell you what is. So it's a garbage, isn't it? When you're talking about computer terms, it's garbage.
Sir.
When you are you're a software engineer, your software must be efficient, is it or not?
Sir.
Is it efficient? Is it contributing towards your aim? Anything? Any problem has been defined now? Till now, nothing?
Sir.
आगे चलिए, पढ़िए next.
He immediately carried him to his car and rushed to the hospital. The doctors had declared him dead on arrival and told that it was a heart attack. Manav called the family of his neighbor, informed them about the situation, and helped them in holding the funeral procession.
Okay, now tell me, is it second story? There's a second story you are being pessimistic. There, your brother-in-law had died, and now here,
And neighbor
has died. What have you done? There, you looked after your sister. Here, you arrange the funeral.
Sir.
Can you become an officer only to organize funerals?
No, sir.
बताओ मेरे को, you should be, you should understand what you are doing.
Sir.
And how did you go back to your neighbor's place? Why did you go to neighbor's place?
Sir, I have mentioned he used to run errands for his older neighbor whose families lived out of the country.
What errands did you? How many days you used to do?
Sir, deliver groceries.
Deliver groceries. Okay. What is the aim? What do you want to become? Officer. And you are delivering groceries. In what way? Is there any match between becoming an officer and delivering groceries? बताओ ना यार. जोमेटो का राइडर साइकिल में लेकर आदि मिठाई का दुकान देगा and officer बन जाओ यार. Where is the need of it? You keep distributing sweets to all around. I think we'll all be happy. Won't it be?
Sir.
So aim is too low.
Sir.
You are just writing with this. That's the unfortunate portion.
Sir.
Okay, read the next one.
Sir, the next one he's running.
Yeah.
Saurabh was an MTech student and avid sportsman who had represented his state in track and field event 100 meters and had won many laurels for the state. One day he came to know that the trials will be held for the national 100-meter team in the state and made his mind up to get selected. He first ran a 100-meter and noted down his timing and decided to improve upon it. He recorded himself running to analyze his sprinting technique and check for areas of improvement. He also made a workout regime leading up to the day of the competition and stayed consistent. On the day of the competition, his hard work bore fruit and he got selected for the team.
Okay, now, what have you done? Again, MTech has come a second time. Previous story, you did talk about MTech. This is called perseveration. This is what you call? You are continuing with the same theme. Twice you have talked about your software engineer. Second, you are talking about MTech. Have you taken admission MTech or what?
MTech.
Huh?
Sir, it's MTech.
Have you taken, what is your qualification? BSc? BSc Computer Science. Have you taken MTech have you applied for MTech?
No, sir.
No. What does it mean? You have got aspiration to do it. Since you have not been able to do it, you are trying to be wishful. You are trying to wishful. Yeah, because anything that you have not achieved in life, you want to achieve it. That's so you wishful. You're thinking, this is what I'm sapna dekhna hai.
Sir.
It doesn't help. Overall. So the aim is low. After that, now in this case, you want to become 100 meters. And what all action have you taken to do well in 100 meters?
Sir, noted down the timing and then decided and improved on it. Recorded a running technique to improve on it and also set up a workout regime leading up to the day of competitions.
Okay. Did it all do it alone?
Sir, yes, sir.
Why? Can he do it alone?
It is possible. Actually.
It's not possible because if you want to take if you are going to run in the school, there also you require a friend to take your timing. And 100 meter, why only 100 meter? 100 meter doesn't require. Has he participated at a higher level? No. Only he got selected in the team. Is there anything great into it?
No, sir.
बोलो ना यार.
No, sir.
खत्म हो गई काम. So if you are not convinced yourself, how do you go about it?
Sir.
Kya karoon? Okay.
Sir.
Don't worry. Okay.
Sir.
Read the next one. Next story.
Yatish was a newly appointed teacher at the government school at a small village at Noor district of Haryana. On his first week there, he noticed that the male students vastly outnumber the female students there and decided to inspect the situation. He talked to the student as well as some locals and came to know that the girls of the village were not allowed to attend school. After school, he went to the village surpance and convinced him to arrange a meeting with the villagers on Sunday. On Sunday, he addressed the concerns of the villagers about female education and voiced his concerns too. He told them about the benefits of educating every child, and especially the girl child. He also held workshops, engaged the community, and helped the girls finally get their education.
Okay. So one day, lecture to the villagers help you to get young ladies or young girls into the school, isn't it? What does it get? It's a social bias. Social bias. You feel that people are, and you are being critical of the society. You are critical of the society. Again, you are just a teacher and you are trying to ask the sarpanch. Why should sarpanch listen to you? Okay. What is your except for addressing the people that yes, sending children or girl child to the school is going to help them? Has he done anything beyond that? What is that seminar you're talking about? All of you are technical graduate who think that attending a seminar or giving a seminar is the best thing and only thing available on the earth. How what is the seminar? गांव में कौन सा सेमिनार होता है यार? बताओ ना, किस गांव के रहने वाले हो आप तुम लोग? बताओ मेरे को. गांव में कौन सा सेमिनार होता है?
Seminar actually seminar
all
means
people
meeting.
जितने में सुनो यही होता है तुम लोग. All of you got living in a false world. गांव में कौन सा फॉल्स होता है सेमिनार? बताओ. होता है सेमिनार क्या गांव में?
No sir. Sir,
seminar
actually meeting.
Again, what you write, I read. What I read, I understand.
Sir.
You tell me, have you organized any seminar in a village?
No sir.
कहीं तुम कहाँ के रहने वाले हो बताओ?
सर टेहरी गढ़वाल.
टेहरी गढ़वाल. कौन से टेहरी गढ़वाल के कौन से गांव में सेमिनार ऑर्गेनाइज किया बता मेरे को?
No sir.
किया है कभी?
No sir.
So it's your plot itself, the selection of plot itself is wrong.
No sir.
Chalo the next one.
Abhishek was an MTech student, and one day while coming back from college, he noticed that a kid was cycling on the wrong side of the road, had collided with a scooter. He immediately went to the spot and dragged the kid off road and checked him for injuries. He then talked to the scooter driver and went to the nearby hospital with the kid to get the kid checked up properly. He took the mobile number of the kid's father and informed him of the situation and told him that his son was involved in an accident and is safe with minor scratches. After getting the kid bandaged, he went to the accident spot and dropped the kid and his cycle at home.
Okay. It's a commonplace idea. Nothing great in this. Anything great in the story? What? First and foremost, whose fault was it? Who was driving the wrong side?
The kid.
Who is the kid?
It's the one with the cycle.
It's you. You are a.
Yeah.
You as a kid must have been doing all sorts of wrong thing in life. Did you do it or not?
Sir, actually, I was involved in accident.
You were involved, no?
Sir.
So that's exactly what you're trying to tell you. That's exactly I'm trying to tell you now there. Where's the need for telling that you got to go wrong side? You are trying to blame again the second thing. And third time you come back again MTech. How has that MTech got to do anything with the cycle? Accident? In what have you done? What extraordinary thing you have done? Batao mere ko.
Nothing. So there's nothing extraordinary in there.
Dekho, Tarun, you have to understand, you have to write a story. And a story must have past, present, and future. What is future in this case?
So he dropped the kid and his cycle.
So that is not the future, that is the present only. Then what is future? What extra action have you taken to ensure that such accidents don't take place in future? And then a story will have to have a plot. Okay, there's a common story. Everyone will write the same thing. Probably you can go bit and plus and minus. That's the end of it. That's so one story, one photograph of the. This will always be there. Okay, next come back on. Let's see in this one.
Vaibhav was a citizen of Pauri Gadwal who was in the army and had come to his home for holidays. He was also an avid camper and decided to go camping to the Mussoorie Hills. When he was setting up his tent near a river, he heard cries of help coming from upstream. He saw a kid being taken with the flow of the river and rushed to the spot with haste and took a rope with him. He wrapped one end to his waist and threw the other towards the kid and dragged him out of the river. He calmed him down, gave him first aid, and took him to the
Okay, just
nearby
tell me
hospital.
one thing. Just tell me one thing. Is it it's a flowing river? Is it or not? It's not done. Where did he tie the rope?
So perception was bad.
Where did he tie the rope? Tell me now.
Along the waist.
Along the waist. So apne camera. Where was the rope lying?
In his hand.
Okay. What was the length of the rope? How did he throw it? And if the flowing river, would he be going along the stream or would he be static, right? Somewhere static?
Along the stream.
Along this. How big would can he throw the rope? 10 meter, 5 meter, 20 meter, 100 meter. So you did just basically, it's a simple thing. You are scared. You are a cautious man. You will not take risk. Army man, what capacity are you, army man? Are you a Jawan? Are you an officer? Or what you've done? What you want to do? He was avid camper and he want to set up camp for whom?
Solo camping.
For whom?
For himself.
For himself. Is he going to camp alone?
Yes.
What again? Is it realistic? Tell me now. What are the people telling me? A camper, avid camper, you want to set a camp for whom? Who are going to be there? What all activities are going to be there? Is it going to adventure activity? Which all activity? Who are going to participate? How many days will it take? And again, you have got into from camping, you have gone into you heard a voice. And so what was the camp? Your main aim. What was the main aim? Problem was setting up a camp. For whom you have not told. For what you have not talked about it. Suddenly you find a boy joining and you have pulled him out. That too by tying a rope in your waist. How long would it take it? Again, how would you throw it? Is it practical? Is it practical? Tell me.
No, sir.
Tell me. Next.
Sir, the last story, it's a similar case with the first one. Like it's a kind of story within a story.
Okay, write it. Don't worry. Go ahead. Read out.
Okay, sir. So 1 second. Rishabh was a BTech CSE graduate from IIT Delhi and was working in a startup online cab company as a software engineer. During the early days of his joining, COVID came and the company had to shut down. Richard went back home and started to work on his coding skills. He took online courses and started working as a freelancer online. He learned a lot during that time and improved his skills a lot. He then posted his CVs on sites like LinkedIn, Naukri.com, along with the letters of recommendations from previous employers, and got a better position at Google after the pandemic was over.
Okay. Now, what has happened? Did he get a job initially? He was thrown off? He was removed from the job?
No, sir. The company had to close down due to COVID.
So company has closed down, isn't it? So what did he do?
Sir, he worked on his upskilled himself, sir.
Okay, online upskill. Then what did he do?
Sir, he also
got the recommendation of people. I got a job again, isn't it?
Sir.
Anything great?
No, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
So again, that is your MTech and all those software engineer is again taking the same. Your theme still remains the same.
It's a recurring
again,
thing.
it's a totally a personal quality. Imagine Personality can be called a big five. Big
Sir,
five means what?
Big
Ocean,
Five personality skills.
open to experience, open to experience.
Experience.
C is conscientiousness.
Sir,
E for extrovert.
sir,
A for agreeableness.
sir,
N for neuroticism.
sir,
They are the 5 things which are available.
sir,
And nowhere, all these 5 qualities, nowhere is being shown.
sir,
Open to experience,
consciousness.
what have you done? Your company closed, you sat down there, you upskill yourself, and with the recommendation of all people, you got a job. Very nice. How
Sir,
are people in and around you have been affected by that, except for your family? How do you
no, sir.
manage those particular time when you did not get pay?
Job. Sir, I worked as a freelancer. So,
Freelance. Okay, you got some money, right?
sir,
After that, you got a job. Then what? Anything
so
beyond
that
that?
is no,
That's
sir.
it. So, how would your 15 qualities emerge? Hard work. Again, I'll keep on repeating 15 qualities. Have you talked about anything social adaptability? No.
No,
Cooperation? Probably yes, because your boss is thinking good about you, said that you have taken his recommendation, I take it around there. Sense of responsibility? Nothing comes forward because you have not done anything extraordinary. Initiative? Yes, in this case, you have taken because you wanted to started doing some freelance job. That's all. Okay.
sir.
Again, you got dependent because you had to take help of your people in and around to get the job.
Sir,
So this is how the whole thing, nothing. You have to be, you have to be something different, no? मैगी कप चप का एडवर्टाइजमेंट देखिए हो ना, वो बोलता है ना हिट्टा खट्टा मीठा खट्टा, it is something different. You have to be different.
sir,
And until you are different, you can do little about it.
sir.
Okay. Read the next one.
Uh, Praful was the head of the debate team of his college and took up the responsibility to prepare his juniors for the upcoming inter-college debate competition. He first hosted mock debates among the already existing members and analyzed it. He then picked 3 students to represent the college alongside him at the competition. He made a list of topics and gave them to his team and told them to educate themselves thoroughly with said topics and to prepare notes on both negatives as well as positive sides. He
Okay.
then held
Till now, what have
the
you done? You have given one the list of topics. Till now, you have just done only one thing. You have given list of the topic. Anything else?
also analyze them, their
And like
performance,
that,
and
you have not done it. You have only told them the list of topic ye karna hai, and you must write down what are positive and negative of that, isn't it? Of the topics.
sir, he also hosted mock
Huh?
debates of existing.
भाई exist. Then first and foremost, list of topic बात करो ना. Mock test क्या है? उसके बाद क्या पकड़ता है? Mock test के बाद क्या हुआ? Mock, he has only given list of topic. He expected everyone to find out what
Oh,
are positive and negative, or what are for and against the topic, isn't it?
sir,
After that,
he then held mock debates every alternative day, assessed everyone, took everyone's input, and gave his as well. All of them improved together, and on the day of the competition, they won for their college.
okay. So for participating in a debate, you should be made an officer, isn't it?
No, sir.
15 qualities. Which qualities
Social,
emerge?
so
Which quality?
social,
Social adaptability, ठीक है. Cooperation, you're trying to mentor, so some sort of initiative you're taking it across. Anything big?
sir. No, sir. RA is low. Sir,
कहानी बनाओ बेटा, कहानी. You are not with कहानी. Okay. चलो आगे. Read the next one.
sir, 11. Rishabh was a newly appointed researcher at the Archaeological Survey of India and came to know of a potential dig site near the Jaisalmer fort in Rajasthan. He volunteered to lead the excavation and convinced his superiors for the same. He then left for the site after assembling his team. He notified the government of the commencement of the process and then started by setting up a perimeter of the spot. After that, he and his team started digging and came across various old artifacts and weaponry, out of which there was a big cannon. He carefully extracted the cannon and other artifacts and carbon dated them and went to the nearby library to research. He prepared the report, submitted the same to the ASI and the state government, and thanked his team for their work.
What is the result? आप उसके बाद बोलोगे, ठीक है, that's okay. Till now, this is a better story. Out of all, this is a
Better story.
better story. Now,
So,
इसमें what is the result after that?
so I think this also lacks the final result. Like after I have
So you have
given
to
them
talk
the
about future. What's what now? In order to, after having found out this gun is of this era around there, and some of the technology which would use on this, so some sort of history has to be created. No, talk about
so
future. Okay.
So actually, I was thinking while writing the story, like there were a couple of sieges in history of the Jaisalmer fort, but the time was running short, so that was.
What do you say?
So like the Jaisalmer fort, there were a lot of sieges back then. It came under siege a lot of time. So I was thinking about completing the story with that part in mind that it is from that period, but time
You
was
have to,
low.
your time is only 4 minutes.
Uh,
That time cannot be extended, isn't it?
sir,
Okay. Read the next one.
uh, Tarunum was a BTech fourth year student. One day he came to know that his neighbors who had gone to IMA for training had arrived home after the completion of the same. He decided to pay him a visit and congratulate him on being commissioned. He talked to his neighbor for hours and heard about the army, its workspace, and its ethos and stuff like that.
How many
He
lines
was
you
impressed.
passed?
Sir, 7 line in the past.
7 line क्या हुआ? What is the
He
aim?
just he just talked to the neighbor
He just so
and
वो क्या फायदा? फायदा क्या हुआ? Have you?
sir,
Is there any use?
no sir.
Next polo.
He was impressed by it and started some of his own research on the organization and made up his mind to join it. He took guidance of
Now,
his
how
neighbor.
many lines pass now? Made up your mind after 8 lines.
Sir,
एक
one
story
line.
can be 12 to 13 lines can be maximum, and 8
Sir,
to 10 lines you have already decided to join services. उसके
sir,
क्या फायदा?
action plan short.
कुछ नहीं. देखो, this sort of story doesn't give you any credit. Okay.
Sir,
Having now let's talk. What should the story be? We've already talked about it, and again I'm trying to put back onto you. How should you go about?
sir,
I think let's talk about first and foremost. One way of interpreting a story is story by taking the what we call as what is type of success. Type of success. Type of success.
success.
It can be high fame. It can be we'll just okay. So your success can be high fame, high level of success. None of the 12 stories have ever got any level, high level. Is it success is something which you'll be proud of? Tell me one story for which you can be proud of. Out of 12 stories. Now, mastering task. Not even one place you have said you have mastering task. Sequence success, one odd time you have tried to save a boy. Again, that is not irrational way. That is not possible. That's all. Relation happening, yes, you have tried to talk about it. You've got a good relation with your sister and people in around. You've got a friend also, so that you do talk over. You seem to be okay. You can go along with the people. That's all. Not failing, you're not. So now next is who are you attributing the success? Nowhere. Every time you have been talking about I'm BTech, I'm MTech, I'm BTech, and all I'm software engineer. So it means you are living with that. It's a wish. I should be a top grade software engineer, which you couldn't afford it because that's the reason you have gone BSc computer science. So it is a wish which is coming through, which is wish you're coming through. Okay. And none of everywhere you have made a innate talent, nobody talked about it. Personal effort, you have made it one when you got lost your job and you started working for yourself. Help of others, nobody talking about. So that's again failure. All your success are of very trivial nature. Very trivial nature. It is not going to give you any credit. Okay. You have tried to avoid it in a sense. There's a doubt in your courage. And I use the word perseverance because same thing is continuing in all most of the 12 stories. You have not, your details are missing. Your details are missing. Okay. You have tried to engage, but you remain, you have nothing great is coming back. In one case, you have engaged in creating a, say, a debate. Second place, you wanted to participate in 100-meter. So all this, they are a very, very low level engagement. Yes, you have remained engaged, but the level is very, very low. Nothing great is coming out of the system. Okay. There's no external pressure anywhere you have shown. So I can't afford to talk about you. No responses that's come back. Interpersonally, you've got a family chart. You seem to be good, very well attached. That you've got a relation with your sister, relation with your friend. That comes, the peers comes to play. You have not talked about group anywhere, so we can't talk anything about the effect. You are simple, no. You want to be, no. There's somewhere. Understand now, out of these, where are you? You are here. You are in this particular way of shame. Why? You feel I have not achieved what you are capable of. You are capable of. That's the reason you are. That's the reason you are trying to talk about MTech, BTech, and science.
Constantly projecting that.
So you are trying to project yourself, which you have not achieved in life. Which you not achieved in life.
Not achieved, sir.
Okay. So that's a shame which is coming back. And at the back of, you're not showing it apparently, but it is coming at the back of it. Okay. So that has given certain amount of frustration. You remain upset only. You may be very happy looking at the face, but it is not behind that. There is something you are holding back. Something you are holding back. Okay. Impediments? It's basically, no, it's that nothing comes back. You, except for lack of knowledge, nothing comes around there. There's tendency for you to be biased when you're trying to be critical of others, and that overall there's a tendency for you to be pessimistic. There are 3 stories you write which are pessimistic in nature. Okay. So this is the overall scene as far as 12 stories concerned. Any doubt? Any question?
So how can I improve my storytelling?
Okay, that's a separate issue. That is a issue which has come back. That's the reason you have to go through the complete. Now, ask Manu, he'll tell you, no, it is not that everyone till now you have appeared in SSB at least 4 or 5 times. And you have 3 or 4 times you appeared, isn't it?
So 3 times, sir.
3 times. Conference out, right? Now, if you have been conference, means you had something, and that's why you were screened in. I mean, screening around there, why? So you have not been in a position to analyze why you have been screened out. Why have you not conferenced out? Reason is, until and unless you show your 15 qualities, you cannot afford to go. It is check of personality. I ask a simple question: what is personality? Define the personality to me.
So personality is how someone interacts with their surroundings.
No, it's the way we feel, think, act, and behave. My thought process, all your thought process. So until you change your thought process, your personality will never come up. And it's not only that. When you try and create it, it's a writing a story or say telling a story is an art by itself. And unless you develop that art to tell that story, a story we must have the present, past, and future. There must be some in between action of the hero should be there. What type of hero you wanted? Your aim is low. You are unable to raise yourself. So it is not the thinking process, because the people are much brighter. This country is 120 crores of people, when about 40, 50 crores are young people like you. So there is a lot of competition. Yeah, and vacancies are very small. 200, 300 is a very trivial, 0.0, and the number of people who apply and pass are going to 0.02% SSB. So unless you do well, it is very difficult for you to get through.
Sir, I had a doubt, you talked about taking a higher aim. So, sir, how can we balance a higher aim, so that does not become wishful thinking,
that's exactly, you have to go through the. You have been told what is known to you. You have to write a story. But why a story and how? That has to be understood. That has to be Understood?
Understood. Sir.
So there's a lot of, if you go through my presentations on video, I know you have gone through the present video or not. You have gone through, have you gone through the YouTube? Yes, of mine.
Yes, sir, I've seen your video.
Okay. And go back onto the slide set. There are 400 odd projectors are there. Go through them. And then we can discuss separately about how to go. But it takes about minimum. My courses are for at least 10 to 12 days, which Manas will tell you. Minimum 10 to 12 days. It's not writing a story alone, which is going to help you. So when you come to us, as a matter of fact, you should be acting as a mentor, which should be able to add a value to you. Now imagine you are coming, at least thrice you have been to SSV, conference out, and you do not know the basics, what is going wrong. There's something wrong, isn't it? So my thought process will have to be corrected. Okay. We can talk separately onto this too. Okay. We'll talk about it. Let's hear our friend Manas what he's talking about. Okay. Any doubt? Any question?
Is that from